Welcome to the Tea Huddle with Marisa and Kelly.
Your only source for gridiron gossip.
If there was ever a week for gridiron gossip, this is the week.
This is the week.
This is our Super Bowl, Kelly.
We're having fun.
We are having the best time. I just can't imagine a single week that would be more in line with what the Tea Huddle was created for. I got to start by saying welcome, Swifties. We are happy to have you.
We love you.
We welcome you with open arms. If you're interested in football, if you want to know more about Travis, is he good at football? Who has he dated before? Who are his teammates?
We have the answers.
This is where you gotta come.
We have a lot to tell about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce, but before we get there, let's just talk a little bit of football, please, Marisa.
I'll allow it, and because then I'm gonna really just
before we go full Swift mode, because week 3 was honestly a crazy week for the NFL.
I wouldn't know because all I've been paying attention to since around 4:10 on Sunday was the Travis Taylor of it all. But what else happened in football world?
Let's just say that I wish I could go back and change some of my predictions from last week.
There's still time for them to pan out.
Yeah, you never know. It's early. It's only week 3, but a few predictions are not looking good. The Dolphins scored 70 points against the Denver Broncos.
70 points is crazy.
And
go Dolphins, I guess.
And I wish I could add one more coach to the should be fired list.
Who would we add?
Sean Payton might be heading there based on that score.
Which one's? So he's the other
coach
one.
of the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, they're bad, huh?
I mean, maybe not him. At least the defensive coordinator should be fired because 70 to 20, 70 points. You cannot let that happen.
Yeah.
I handed to the Dolphins coach because they had a chance to get 73 points, which would have been a record number of points scored. And they decided just to kneel and end the game at 70 points.
To me, that feels not football-like.
No.
Football-like
I've never seen
we don't care about
play the game.
Anybody's feelings. We don't care if our players have done horrible things in their personal lives. It's all about winning. So I'm taken aback by this one.
I mean, obviously they won, but I handed to them for being respectful and not needing the extra 3 points for the historic record.
Yeah.
And then my second prediction from last week was that the Cowboys would be in the Super Bowl. And I feel like that might not happen anymore because they lost to the Cardinals.
One bad game and you're writing them off?
I mean, the Cardinals were the worst team. And I had their coach being fired last week. So maybe Jonathan Gannon's the coach of the Cardinals. And I thought if he kept it up, he would be fired. So I guess he's safe.
He heard what you had to say and he was like, Kelly at the Tea Huddle is talking shit. We got to step it up.
Protect my career. And he did. I guess he's able to pump up his team.
All right. Well, good for him.
But let's get into the big news of the weekend.
It's the biggest news, not just in football world, not just in gossip world, in news. News everywhere. It's crazy. Put a pin in the fact that why is the fact that two people are maybe dating, maybe spending time together this big news? I don't have time for that because I'm all in. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm invested. I'm thrilled.
Yeah, me too. I think we can all get on board with this one.
Yeah, definitely.
So literally everybody in the world
out there, come on board with us. Let's walk through Sunday. The historic day. Not historic because the Dolphins, who was it? The Cowboys maybe.
The Dolphins scored 70 points, which is historic as well.
But more historic, let's start at the beginning. So there are 2 afternoon game times on Sunday. This is something I learned recently. There's a bunch of 1 o'clock games and a bunch of 4 o'clock games. Or around there. Okay, great.
Exactly, yeah.
Around
there.
So the 1 o'clock games, I'm bored, I'm tired, I'm not paying any attention. Then I see that the Chiefs, the Kansas City Chiefs, are playing in the 4 o'clock games, and rumors are buzzing that Taylor might be going. So I'm reading online that Taylor might be going. She requested tinted windows for the suite so that nobody would see her watch.
Oh, that would have been very different.
It was so different because this was not tinted. This was like clear as day.
She didn't get that request.
No. And like based on the actions of the day, I feel like that's not true that she requested it. I feel like she was like, I'm going, I'm going to be seen, I'm going to have a good time, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. So rumors are coming that she might be there. I'm still a naysayer at this time. A lot has changed since Sunday at 3:55 because now I'm fully on board. But around then, many days ago, I was like, I don't think so. This feels like it's all hype. This feels like it's PR. So the game starts. They show the team running out, and I'm like, are we gonna see her? Like how? Like are we gonna have to look?
Travis was looking good when he ran out.
So good. What a man.
He was ready. Can we just
take a moment to appreciate Travis Kelce? So then the second shot, they show the guys running out. Immediately, they show Taylor cheering in the box, front and center, wearing a Chiefs jacket, standing next to Donna Kelce,
to his mom.
His mom. I scream. I sit up. I'm laying down on the couch. I jolt up. I scream. This to me is how other people react when their team scores a touchdown. Yeah. Nobody scored anything. There's just a girl watching a game and I'm freaking out.
I mean, you're not alone and I am with you.
Everyone.
And it's like Travis's mom. Like, that's not a first date at that point.
I mean,
a whole game next to like your boyfriend's mom.
And they're like chatting. They're like looking at each other's phone. Yeah, boy, we don't know. TMZ says they've hung out a couple of times before, that this was not the first time they met.
Can't be.
But that this was the first time she met his mom. This is what TMZ has to say. So myself and the Swifties across America, we lose our minds. We're all hoping for just like a Taylor cam to just watch the game the whole time. So we're all like, is he going to score a touchdown? He has to score a touchdown. What's going to happen when he scores a touchdown? Is she going to react? Are they going to show her? Obviously, he scores a touchdown because the whole day is like a storybook day, and it would have been incomplete if he didn't. He scores a touchdown. She screams, "Let's fucking go!" And she turns to the guy next to her, and they do a chest bump.
I love the chest bump.
Oh my God. It was so good.
It's a good move.
It was so good. So we now know, now that some days have passed, we know a little bit more about who was in the suite with Taylor and Donna. We're on a first name basis with Donna.
She's great.
She's the only person ever to have two sons at the same time playing in the Super Bowl against each other. So we know Donna, not as well as Taylor knows Donna, but we know Donna. So anyway, so in the suite, we've got Taylor, we've got Donna. We have a couple of Travis's best friends. Travis's publicist, we hear, is in the suite. A sports agent and a Chiefs executive. She's in charge of like community outreach. So I guess they put everybody on it. They were like, we gotta get our best people on it. And some of Taylor's security, who's not in the suite, any of Taylor's friends. She flew there solo, which I think, so you're like dating this guy, you've like gone on 1 or 2 dates, maybe like a FaceTime, maybe like, you know, it's new, it's fresh.
Texting.
He says, come out to visit me. I got this thing going on. And she doesn't even bring like a friend for solidarity. She's going solo. It's bold.
So bold.
And it's like, she's really diving in.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about it.
Football games, like, you know, you're committing to a long hours sitting next to the people you're with.
Yeah. She looked like she had the best time ever. Next we have his outfit. So he's wearing this blue and white, which I just have to say, she is teasing 1989 Taylor's version, which is a light blue color scheme. Each of her albums really has a color that goes along with it. We were just out of the Speak Now era, which was very purple. Now we're in the 1989 era, very light blue. So he's wearing this light blue and white outfit, looking so good.
He's in his like jean, like a jean outfit.
It looks like a denim like jacket, matching pants set.
So who picked that out, I wonder?
Well, so then people find the name of this outfit. It's by Kid Super Studios is the name of the designer who makes it. And on their website, it's called the 1989 Bedroom Painting Set.
Oh, wow.
So I'm like, maybe this is all PR. Maybe this is all like they're feeding into it. Did he pick it out? Did she pick it out? But I later read that it was just called the Bedroom Painting Set. And then they changed on the Kid Super Studios website to call it the 1989 bedroom painting set.
So they named it that.
To like join in the hype when they saw that he was there and she was there and the like rumors. So they're very excited. Yeah. They're playing in. They're one of us.
Yeah, they're one of us. So we don't know what came first.
No, we don't.
The outfitter Taylor.
Oh, but we're just excited about all of it. So then I'm like, okay, we've seen her there. We've seen him there. We haven't seen them together at this point. And then a video of them walking out of the Chiefs locker room side by side. They're not holding hands, but their hands are very close together.
Very like middle school,
high school. Middle school. She's 5'11", 5'10", 5'11". He's towering over her. It's just gorgeous. You
can see the tension.
Yes. And they walk by whoever's filming it and everyone's excited. And then she goes, I've watched this video so many times. It's a 4-second video. They walk by and she goes, hey, how's it going? And just, this is what's playing in my brain. My brain is just an empty room where, hey, how's it going? is bouncing back and forth against the walls. Hey, how's it going? Oh,
we've all been there.
So good. So,
but not like this.
Nothing like this. So now we've seen them together. And then there's video of them leaving in his convertible, leaving Arrowhead Stadium.
No security though, right?
None. She is known to travel with hordes of security in like bulletproof cars that are reserved for politicians, world leaders. They're in an open convertible. The roof is down.
Her hair's flowing.
There's the video. Maybe some of you have seen it. I hope you will all see it. We posted it on our Instagram at the Tea Huddle. She throws her head back, covers her face with her hands in glee. Like, this is a happy girl, free, excited, smitten,
enjoying her Sunday and having fun. Yeah,
she's having fun. I'm having fun. We're having fun. So they drive in his convertible, unprotected, no security, from the stadium where apparently he has 2 homes in Kansas City, which, like, good for him. One of them is a penthouse apartment. They drive there. She changes clothes into a denim dress. I'm dying to know, how did she pack for this trip? How many options did she bring? Did she know she was going to change into a denim dress?
Did they plan on both wearing denim that day? Is denim the new the new album cover? I don't
know. So she changed. Then they go to Prime Social Rooftop. So I saw a TikTok of a boy
who was there.
I sent it to you, right?
Yeah.
So, this is great. So he and his friends, this boy from TikTok, we don't need to know him, but we need to know what he has to say. They made the reservation, and then 2 days before Sunday, the restaurant called them and they said, like, your reservation stands, but you have to leave by 8. We're closed for a private event at 8. And they were like, well, that's weird. I guess we have to celebrate your birthday at 7, but like, we want to go here, so we'll go here. So they're there at 7:45, 15 minutes before they were told they had to leave. The restaurant did last call, order your last food, order your last drinks. So they ordered food, they ordered drinks. The server comes over without drinks and with food in to-go boxes. And they were like, actually, your bill has been paid for. But you do, in fact, have to leave right away. Rumors were saying that Taylor paid for everybody's food, but I have heard and I believe that Travis paid for everybody's food.
Yeah, if he's hosting her, I would think he would too. But I heard about Taylor paying as well. Yeah,
I think it got a little confusing because it was closed for Taylor.
Yeah.
But I don't think he would be like, hey, can you pay for everybody to leave? Like, he's showing her a night on the town.
Yeah.
He's paying for everyone.
Imagine being those people.
Right. And you're like in Kansas City.
You're keeping your eye out. You're like, wait a second. I'm in a hot spot right now.
Yes.
Happy birthday to me.
Right. They made everybody leave at 8 on the dot. At 8:45, Travis, Taylor, a bunch of people arrive at Prime Social. What I'm hearing is they did not confiscate phones. This is an important thing to note because she is so protected everywhere she goes. Like, and now it's a little loose. Everyone's exhaling. Keep your phone in your pocket. Be respectful. I just think it's good for her.
Yeah, to like have people she can trust around.
Yes, it shows she trusts him.
Yeah.
Then at 2:15 a.m., I guess there are sleuths on the scene, just like scoped out. They arrived to his house, not the penthouse apartment that they went to before, but he has another house. So at 2:15, a bunch of his friends, Taylor, Travis, and Donna's still hanging in there. 2:15 in the morning. Get it, Donna.
Donna
arrives back to the house. Then they get on a party bus. This is a wild night. They get on a party bus. We don't know exactly where it goes. We think maybe a club, and it gets back to his house at 5 or 6 a.m.
Ooh.
So
wait, was Donna there too?
My sources can't confirm if Donna was there at 5 or 6 a.m. But like my gut says, yes, Donna was still hanging. I don't know where Taylor slept that night because someone said that her vehicle was not still at his house in the morning. I guess the reporters had to sleep as well. The thing that is making this so fun, so exciting is that the closest thing that me and my people, and by my people, I mean like pop culture obsessed, Swifties,
yeah.
Like the closest thing we have to sports culture is this, like, is someone is seen out with a new man, and the two are colliding.
Yeah.
And the enthusiasm is unmatched. Like everyone's freaking out.
This should happen more often. I mean, both passionate fan bases.
Yes, passionate. To say the least.
So the touchdown, is it a first date?
It's all of the above, and it's really exciting. Our whole Twitter feeds, our whole TikToks, our whole Instagram, my whole brain, it's all just Travis
like
Taylor,
finally
Travis
Marissa's
hey, how's it going?
Instagram and my Instagram are the same.
That's what it is. That's what it is. It's the world's colliding. It's monoculture. It's everything anybody cares about is this right now. And it's really exciting. The NFL is in it.
The NFL is in it, and we can't talk about the impact that the Swiftie effect has had on the NFL. It's very good for them. I mean, Roger Goodell, who is the commissioner of the NFL, he must be losing his mind right now because after all of this, there are 24 million viewers, which is a record the past few years for the NFL.
Wow.
So they needed that. He is happy. Everyone in the NFL is happy, but it's not only impacting him. I mean, obviously it's impacting Travis.
He's just on cloud 9, I bet.
His jersey sales and merch is up 400%.
That's crazy because it's not like he was a nobody.
Yeah.
Like he already had
he was already making good sales, and now it's like everyone wants his jersey, which I mean, I understand. I mean, he's a great player.
It's the Taylor effect.
The Taylor effect.
Also, he's good at football.
Even Patrick Mahomes, who's the quarterback of the Kansas City Chiefs, with Taylor there, he was nervous about not giving enough plays to Travis. He was like, I have to give Trav at least one touchdown.
Right? They talked about it in his post-game interview. He said something like, pressure's on. They asked him if he's met Taylor. He said he never met her, but like she seems like a great girl. Blah, blah, blah.
And he's waving from the sidelines. The whole Kansas City Chiefs fan is looking up to the box and waving. It's so cute.
So cute.
They're all excited.
Everyone's excited.
It impacted everyone's game, and they played really well. So
you would think perhaps they would crumble under all the pressure, but they rose.
I mean, she has good energy, and how can you not like impress Taylor?
Yeah.
Even Bill Belichick is a Swiftie. Bill
Belichick, the coach of your Patriots.
The New England Patriots.
And he's a little bit curmudgeonly. Is that fair to say?
Very much.
Okay.
So he's a man of very few words. And in an interview on Sunday, he was grinning ear to ear. I've never seen him so happy. And I've seen him win 6 Super Bowls. No
day is more exciting than Taylor Swift Day.
In an interview, Bill said that Travis Kelce, he's had a lot of great catches, but this is his biggest by far. And we all agree.
The fact that he's even talking about this is so funny.
Right? Usually he wouldn't answer these kind of questions.
He seems like he would be like, I don't care about that. I don't care about football.
On to next week.
But he's like a grinning, cheerful man.
Yeah. I like this side of Bill. He went to the concert this past summer. To Taylor Swift's concert.
So that he got bit by the bug.
He's definitely a Swiftie. He saw the show when she played in the rain, and he was in awe of her performance through the rain, which, I mean, obviously we all were.
I mean, he's impressed by her, and so am I.
Yeah. If Bill is impressed by her, we all should be impressed by her.
Yeah. It's not just the NFL, though, that has been bit by the Taylor bug. It's all industries. So she's in the suite And somebody takes a picture with her, and she's cute. She's posing in the picture, and on her plate is a chicken tender, a little bit of ketchup, and seemingly ranch. And so somebody tweets out, Taylor Swift spotted eating a chicken tender, ketchup, and seemingly ranch, because it's just like a white sauce, so they don't know for sure. And then seemingly ranch is trending. Hidden Valley changes the handle, their name on Twitter to be seemingly ranch. And I just love, I love the internet. I love when everyone's like in on the joke together. It's so good. Today, Heinz tweeted something about like, we're making Heinz Taylor's version ketchup and seemingly ranch. And it's just like, it's so in there.
Everyone is so reacting to it. It's literally impacting every corporation.
It's so funny. But so now there's all these Swifties. There's all these ladies and gentlemen, people who have never cared for 1 second about football before, that are like, I guess I'm a Chiefs fan now. I guess I care about football now. Here's what I have to say to you. Welcome. We're here for you. This is what this is. If you care more about gossip, less about football, but you're a little bit interested in both, or also, we don't discriminate, if you're really interested in football, but you also want to know about the gossip, this is for you.
We have a little bit of everything.
If there was ever a time for celeb culture and football to meet in a pod.
Yeah, if you learned about Travis Kelce and you want to learn a little bit more about him and his family, this is the place.
Yes.
And also his stats on football.
Exactly. So like, he's not just a hot man who's now dating Taylor. He also plays a sport. It's football. So Kelly, give us a little bit about Travis, his sports background.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Travis and like his career. This is his job.
Yeah, right.
Playing football.
He's not just man candy.
He's not just a boyfriend, lover, who knows, but he has a job playing football. And I honestly, so here's the thing. I really dislike the Chiefs. I really dislike the Eagles. Really like Travis Kelce. I think he has a good presence. I think he's done really well for himself. He's really well spoken. And part of that is probably because of his older brother, Jason Kelce, who is also great as a person and well spoken. So just a little bit to learn about Travis is he has an older brother, Jason Kelce, who plays for the Eagles.
Which, just chiming in real quick, that's Taylor's team. We know from the lyrics in Gold Rush.
So they must be getting along really well. Taylor and Jason. Mm-hmm. She can always fall back and befriend his brother.
Yeah.
Just kidding. He's married. We love his wife.
Yeah. So Travis seems like a great uncle. They seem just like a wholesome, nice family, and a family that Taylor could really fit into pretty well.
They get along really well. And Jason and Travis are only 2 years apart. Something that's really cute is Travis picked his number. He's number 87. And that's based on the year his big brother Jason was born.
Stop. I didn't know
He could have gone with 89, which was the year he was born,
and
which also would have been good for Taylor. But he went with 87 because he admires his big brother. And honestly, I think Jason is part of the reason why Travis is even in the NFL today. He's a really good influence on Travis. So they both went to college together at the University of Cincinnati. Travis actually was a quarterback when he first went to college.
He
tried to play as a quarterback.
He gives me quarterback energy.
He has the quarterback confidence. Mm-hmm. And his brother Jason is an offensive lineman. He's a center, and so he's the one who snaps the ball to the quarterback. So the two of them out there, you can kind of picture it. Offensive lineman snapping the ball to his little brother Travis.
Oh, cute.
Playing together in college. Unfortunately, Travis got suspended when he was in school because he had to take a routine drug test and tested positive for smoking marijuana.
Travis is a little bit of a party boy.
Yeah, he was in college. He got kicked off the team for a year, suspended from school.
Something that's legal in many states. It's not, we don't need to hate Travis for this. It wasn't bad. He didn't hurt anybody.
He was a young kid. He was just on the sports team, and that's even more frowned upon.
Yes.
But he moved in with his brother.
Oh.
They lived together. Jason fed him. He would reach out to his coach and be like, he's changed. I swear, bring him back. He'll be great. So they eventually let Travis back on the team. He joined as a tight end. And so he thanks his brother for even vouching for him.
Wow.
And that's how, when he was suspended, he thought about his tight end career. And here he is now.
And quick question, what does a tight end do?
So tight ends can kind of do it all. They can block for other players who are running with the ball. They can run out and catch a pass like a wide receiver. They're very valuable. Wow. A lot of talents.
A multifaceted man. He can do it all. Good
and apparently
choice,
he
Taylor.
can throw the ball because he was a quarterback at one point in his career.
What can't this man do?
Another fun fact about the Kelce brothers is they were both drafted by the same coach, Andy Reid, who's currently the coach for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay, we know him from quarterback.
Yep.
Because he's Patrick Mahomes' coach. He has a mustache like a walrus.
He had a walrus mustache. And he was on the field when Taylor was in the stands.
Yes.
So everyone should recognize him.
And he made a joke in his post-game press conference that he introduced them. Everyone's having a little fun this week.
Everyone's having fun with it. Andy Reid, he was a coach originally for the Eagles.
I did not know that.
And that's when he drafted Jason Kelce. He was drafted in the 6th round by the Eagles in 2011. And they get along very well, Jason and Andy Reid. And then his brother Travis was a few years younger, and he was drafted in the 3rd round by Andy Reid. Andy Reid kind of pushed back a little bit because he saw him play. He thought he was a great player, but he knew how cocky Travis was.
He thought he was a little bit of a knucklehead?
Yeah, like right after he saw him play for the first time, Travis came over to Andy Reid and shook his hand and was like, "I'm your guy. Pick me." And Andy Reid was like, this guy he's going to be a piece of work. Off. He had a bad reputation being suspended in college. But at the end of the day, Andy decided to draft him because he knew where he came from. He knew his roots. He knew Jason.
Wow. And then this all comes to a head last year when they both make it to the Super Bowl. We learned about divisions. They're in opposite divisions. They get to the Super Bowl. Big brother nearing the end of his career, little brother at the top of his game. Like the way the story should have gone just from like an artistic narrative standpoint is that Jason and the Eagles should have won, but that's not what happened. Travis and the Chiefs won. Everybody should really watch the Kelce documentary on Amazon Prime. It's really well done. They're so likable. We'll get a little insight into Taylor Swift's in-laws. Just kidding. I'm getting ahead of myself.
They have a great family. Very really supportive family.
Really good. And an exciting, like, interpersonal part of the Super Bowl. I don't know how the game was, but the backstory was good.
Yeah. The backstory was good. The game was great. The celebrations were, it's like bittersweet.
Yeah. Oh. Okay, so now we know Travis is a player. Let's dive a little bit into Travis as a boyfriend. So he doesn't have that much public dating history. He did have a dating show, iconic. So 2016, Travis is like a new hot young football stud out on the scene. E! Network gets a hold of this. They're like, let's give this man a dating show. The concept of the show was that he was dating 50 women from each of the 50 states. I watched it. It was the only time I had ever heard of him.
Great content.
It was great content.
Took place in LA, right? The Coliseum.
Yes.
At USC. Yeah.
Yes. And it was cute. It was silly. He ended up picking this girl, Maya Benberry. She won. She was Kentucky. I think they dated for a minute afterwards. It didn't end great recently. So since the Swift news has broken, she tweeted like, "Taylor girl, watch out. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Like, you seem nice, so I'm going to protect you." I think let's take everything this girl has to say with a grain of salt. She also liked a tweet saying something about how like Taylor is a 5.
Oh.
Yeah, so she's a hater.
She's still upset about that breakup.
Yeah.
Which
he was never taking you seriously.
Yeah, I think he even told the media before it even aired that he did it because he spent all of his money and he needed some extra cash.
Funny.
But I feel bad for Maya now.
Yeah.
If she didn't know that.
But like also it was 2016, so maybe she
a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. So then in 2017, he started dating Kayla Nicole. She is an Instagram influencer. She's a sports broadcaster. They dated on again, off again, 2017 to 2022. There were rumors that there was cheating involved, and he tweeted, "That's not the case. That's not why we broke up." I think it was like from what I know, from where I'm sitting, a good relationship that just ran its course. He's not known to be like a huge playboy that's collecting all these women in his path. Like
2 people in his dating history over almost 10 years.
Exactly. When you go to who'sdatedwho.com, which is perhaps my favorite website on the internet, sometimes there's like 18 people. I mean, Taylor has a lot. She has a lot.
That's
no
true.
Disrespect.
Yeah.
Get after it. No. But there's only, well, now there's 3. There were only 2 a week ago. Now there's 3 on his page. So we're endorsing this with our full stamp of approval. Can't wait to see where this goes. Hope she's at more games. We do have to keep in mind she's about to go on the international leg of her tour. His football season is in full swing.
He's going to be busy.
He's going to be, hopefully, if it's like last year, Super Bowl bound. So he's pretty much unavailable until February. She's going to be out on tour. But they seem like they're having a great time. And I just hope we get some more
When does she
content.
leave for tour?
Early November. She leaves for tour. She's going to Argentina. She's going to Brazil. She's going to Japan. She's going to Australia. She has a break from late November to early February. But you know whose schedule picks up in early February? Anybody who's playing in the Super Bowl. Then she's away February, March, May, June. So like maybe
will she be in London?
Maybe April.
Is Kansas City going to London? There's usually a London game at some point. Are they?
She's going to Liverpool and Edinburgh.
All right. Let's hope for the next sighting. In the UK.
Let's see them abroad.
Let's see them abroad in the UK.
Her in a beret. Anyway, exciting time for all of us here in the tea huddle and outside. Whether you know it or not, you're all in the tea huddle this week.
That leads us to the segment of the week. What do we have today, Marissa?
This week's segment is Step Out of the Car.
Step out of the car, JC Jackson. Step out of the car.
So who's stepping out of the car today is a cornerback for the Los Angeles Chargers. He formerly played for the New England Patriots as a cornerback. And there's currently a warrant out for his arrest in Massachusetts. Back when he was playing for the Patriots, he failed to appear in a probation hearing stemming from 2021. So the police have had enough with this guy. Marissa, tell us a little bit about him.
Okay, so JC Jackson, he first got into the mix in 2015. He was in undergrad at University of Florida. He was arrested for armed robbery. The story was that he showed up to an apartment. He'd been to this apartment before for like parties and stuff. He knocks on the door. His face is not covered. The resident opens the door and they're like, "Oh, hey, I know you. What's up? Come on in." Him and 2 other guys walk in. One of them pulls a handgun, makes the resident and 2 of the guys' friends who were visiting get on the ground, takes their money out of their pockets, takes their weed and his Xbox, and they leave. CJ
like
Jackson,
no mask, just like walking in there. No,
just literally like, "Hey, we're here to rob you."
To his friend.
To like a guy that he knew.
Damn.
He pled not guilty. Charges were dropped. Either because he wasn't the one with the gun or who physically removed the items from the home.
He's a good lawyer.
Maybe he has a good lawyer, or because football players just don't face consequences for their actions. But it was one of those. We don't know. We don't know exactly which one it was.
Definitely one of those.
In 2021, he's charged with criminal speeding. He's ordered to pay a $600 fine and take a 4-hour reckless driving class. He had until September 22nd, 2023 to do this.
So that's like 2 years to pay $600.
Yeah. He has signed an $82.5 million contract. So it's not like he had 2 years to come up with $600. Yeah. He had 2 years to write the check. That brings us to this week when the time was up for him to pay this measly $600 fine. And he didn't do that. He did not take the 4-hour driving class. He did not show up in court. So now a warrant has been issued for his arrest. Not great for him, but good if you're, into the gossip surrounding the NFL. So
yeah, I mean, how does that happen? Were you like, did he just forget? Does he have like a bad...
But like, if you're in the NFL,
lawyer?
You have agents, you have lawyers, you probably have a publicist. Maybe you're not Travis Kelce dating Taylor Swift, but like, you're a big shot. in the NFL, you have an assistant. You have somebody who can have it in their calendar that says, write a check, take a 4-hour driving class. He probably didn't even have to take the class himself. He could probably pay somebody else to do it for him, honestly. And none of those things happened.
I understand because LA is very far from Massachusetts. So maybe he just kind of, thought he could escape it all by moving to California. But I remember hearing about this because he was a surprise inactive on the roster on the Chargers this weekend when they got their first win of the season, and he was not playing, and he's a good player. So all of a sudden he was inactive.
So we'll see where this goes. We'll see if he gets arrested. We'll see if we get another mugshot because we've already seen a couple from him.
And now it's time for the final goss.
Final goss.
So much going on. We actually had quite a few contenders for the final goss. It could have been that NFL fave / T Huddle foe, Tyreek Hill, says he wants to be a porn star when he retires.
Okay.
Or it could have been that a different Dolphins player may have impregnated 4 different women within the same 9 months. We actually have a lot to say about him, so I think we might have to get into that next week, but not this week. It could have been that a player on the Jets is saying Sweet McCorkle smacked him or grabbed him, something in the crotch.
It didn't happen. Nothing to talk about here. Let's move on.
Which is now being investigated by the league. But it's none of those stories. Instead, our final goss this week is that an NFL wife and a Jersey Shore girl are getting into it online.
Now, this sounds like reality TV.
Yeah, this is what we want from the final goss. So Nick Bawden of the Jets, his wife, Alexis Bawden, went to the game this weekend. She saw Snooki and she said what looked like a couple of other Jersey Shore girls on the field. And then 10 minutes later, and I know all of this because she posted 3 minutes worth of TikTok and Instagram videos giving the full debrief. She's like,
she's upset.
She's here. She's like, here
she's
it all is. So she saw these girls on the field, and then 10 minutes later, Angelina from the Jersey Shore, she was on the first season. She left. She's back for this reboot that they're doing on MTV. The wife, Alexis Bawden, keeps calling her Angela in all of the back and forth, even though her name is Angelina.
She knows what she's doing.
I think at first maybe it was a mistake. She very much knows what she's doing now to just like get it in there. It's working too, I think. So Angelina DMs Nick Bawden, Alexis's husband, saying, "See you soon." And Alexis goes off. She posts the screenshot of Angelina's message and she's like, "You're such a weirdo. Who messages a married man? Like, look at my Instagram. It's clear that look at his Instagram. It's clear that he's married. Here's a picture of me. Here's a picture of our child. Here's another picture of me." All this stuff.
She's like, "I'm on the field with him. Hello."
Right. So she's going on. And then Angelina DMs her saying, "I never hit on your husband. Like, please take down your videos." And instead of Alexis taking them down, she screenshots Angelina's message, posts that onto her TikTok, along with saying her response, which is, "Angela, I don't really care how it happened. I must have mistook you for another one of your friends because y'all look the same.
Ooh.
But maybe just don't DM other people's husbands, weirdo."
Yeah, Angela.
Yeah, Angela. Then there was just a lot of back and forth. Angelina ended up posting on her Instagram this whole long thing. They went back and forth, lots of videos. It was messy. It was silly. We love it. I think we got to be team Alexis in this one.
Yeah, Alexis is not taking it. She's not taking any bullshit.
And as a rule, let's just like not slide into the DMs of husbands.
Yeah, not even a hello, see you soon.
Yeah, I won't see you soon. Yeah. You should see your wife soon. Yeah. We love a little.
Nobody do that to Travis.
No, respect what they
have. Yeah, respect it.
We love a little lighthearted Instagram quarrel. We love that nobody is coming after Taylor or Travis. We're leaving it to Nick Bawden and Alexis and Angela.
They all wanted to be seen and heard, and they were.
What a week, you guys. What a week.
What a week. And there's more to come, as Marissa hinted on next week. There's so much still to talk about. So please tune in next week and stay juicy.